Hey everybody, Beth Baum with Southeast Green. We're here at the panel discussion we've had for a precursor to Visionary Dinner. Charles Whatley, board member of Southface, is here, and he's going to tell us more about the equity challenges here in Atlanta. Tell us about what's going on with equity and sustainability, Charles.
Yeah, well, I think there are a number of things. Atlanta's a town that grew up around railroads, logistics hub, and by definition that meant railroads, roads, industrial areas, and often those went through neighborhoods or communities that didn't have the same political power or economic power. And now as we're seeing, transformations are occurring in some of those former assets that have now been abandoned or rerouted. So the Beltline's a perfect example of transforming a former railroad corridor into now really a way to bring communities together, to connect them, to create economic development opportunities. And what's incumbent upon us, whether they're city leaders, community leaders, or the business community, is to be sure that we have an inclusive approach to how we create these new activities and assets in these communities.
One of the things you discussed that I thought was very interesting is how private sector has really stepped up for these projects. Tell us what's unique about Atlanta in regards to private sector support.
Yeah, Atlanta's an interesting place because I like to say that we fight above our weight. So if we think about it, it's a city of less than 500,000 people, but we have a significant number of corporate Fortune 500 companies that are making global decisions. We have the world's busiest airport, and more importantly, the most efficient airport on planet Earth. We have a tremendous number of world-class academic institutions. And so as a result, there is a high degree of civic engagement and civic pride. And I think that there's always a concern in all major cities and small towns alike that the loss of civic pride and civic engagement really becomes the undoing of a community. And fortunately in Atlanta, we've seen broad civic engagement that spills over into the commercial engagement or commercial activities of those businesses. So whether it's the donation of of all the funds to create the Georgia Aquarium, or whether it's the donations for the Nano Center here at Georgia Tech, or the foundation work that Casey and others are doing in communities to really transform neighborhoods, but to transform them in a way that's inclusive to the existing residents. Those things have a special meaning and have special value in Atlanta that I think, and it's not an easy task by any means, but it's something that I think we're seeing a commitment to.
Great. Thanks so much.
Thank you.